What's up everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to Alan Wake 2. This is the Xbox Series X version and we will take a look at the graphical settings for this game. And I've already tested quite a few settings, and I think the best way to play this on the Series X is on the quality mode. Mainly because the performance mode just takes away a lot more to deliver the 60 FPS, but the quality mode, it has higher settings and doesn't have a lot of missing foliage and a lot of details from the environment, so it's better to play this on the quality mode. The developers, they've gone for realism and pretty intense graphical settings. There's no art or art style in this game. It's only realism and technical details. So it makes sense to examine the details, or at least have the environment to the max. But that's just what I think. And if you think performance mode is better, but even though there's not a lot of combat and action in this game, Alan Wake Remastered did not have the same level of technical details in the environment, but it also ran on 60 FPS. There was no performance penalty. In this case, the performance penalty is there. The consoles are not able to achieve the same level of performance as a PC, not even close. So if it was at least 60 FPS, and PCs, they always usually get up to 100 FPS, higher than consoles.
Here we are.
But that is not the same case anymore, at least for the very next gen games like Alan Wake 2. This was not released on Xbox One, and I think not even on PS4, so they are only available on the new gen consoles.
A deputy was supposed to be.
But other than that, so let's take a look at the environment.
So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
If you're looking at this plant and the trees in the background,
Take a look at that map.
they are clearly visible. So that's the best thing about the quality mode. For some reason, I think the details just get reduced a lot in the performance mode. A tiny bit of a difference if it's not noticeable. Usually when you go from ultra to high on the PC, for most games, I've played a lot of games, the difference are very less because of they are diminishing returns at very high settings, very high. But on PC, some developers max out everything, try to take advantage of the hardware. CD Projekt Red, for example, has a lot of optimizations even for their older games like Witcher 3, which even if you max out everything on modern graphics cards, it can be pretty intense for them to achieve 60 FPS in 4K. So this is 1200p and it will be upscaled, so basically full HD.
Could be our deputy.
So you can look at the environment now. Looks, by the way, in the first level I did not post the video for the first level because it has a massive nudity in the first level, very first level.
Hey there.
But that's the only reason. Now let's talk to him.
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
And
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to
also,
review the facts of the case
for the quality mode,
Make sure I'm seeing the clues
this
clearly.
implementation, the way they have rendered the graphical settings for the consoles, the frame pacing is fine, so it doesn't look really bad.
Mine place.
It looks okay. It's
My
okay
version of the mine
as far as the
palace
performance is considered.
to sift through clues.
But the
about the
details
case.
are top notch. Yeah,
Building
details
my
are
place
good.
again for each case, using each field office as a model in my head.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
But I'm still in awe by examining all of these details in the environment. It's just fun to do. Like, look at this tree. The textures of this tree. Very close to a photograph. Very close for a video game. Yeah, very close. Very close. I can't imagine how well this would look on a PC.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Try explaining it one more time. How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, the FBI, huh? That's so cool. hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Gordon, he's choking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
And we got the save game checkpoint here, so let's end the video over here, and I'll see you guys next time.
Falls and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.